What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We got some hot ones to talk about. We're going to talk about the Timberwolves and the Wizards games. And by the way, did you see that wraparound pass Trey did over to Murray in the corner for three? You didn't? Come on in here. We're going to talk about it. All right, let's get into it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay? Got a big channel announcement coming, a prize giveaway once we hit 50. Our goal is 50 subscribers right now. So come on in, hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's get into it. So game one, the Hawks played the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, as I stated in my previous video, I was a little nervous about this game, mainly because of the Twin Towers and then Ant-Man. You know, it just, and it got like that for a bit. It got like that, and we were able to. It was, I'm gonna say, when I was after I watched the game, and then I came back and I watched the game again because it was recorded. What came to me was the tale of two halves. First half, it looked like a totally different team than the second half. We end up coming out with the win, but my God, did we have to struggle. And here's why. So for me, in the beginning, just like my fears, we had no answer for Minnesota's bigs. None. They were scoring at will, especially Cat. Gobert was controlling the paint with boards and everything that first half, and then they were kicking them out to their shooters, and we just could not keep up. I feel like because with them having the two bigs and they have Cat playing the four, and a normal team, their four is probably somewhere about 6'8", 6'10", somewhere up in there. Well, Cat's a lot taller than that, and he's bulky. So he was he was backing our poor guys down. Jalen Johnson started out. Then when OO came in, it was just it was a journey to say the least. All right. For us, I feel like we didn't have any patience on offense at all. We were jacking up shots way too early in the first half into the shot clock. With 15 seconds left on the shot clock, we were jacking up shots. We weren't being patient on offense. We weren't looking for moving the ball around, trying to come up with the best shot. And I think that hurt us a lot as well. We need a more offensive presence from our bigs. OO is yet to get started. Capella, he can get the easy dunks, the oops, the easy lays, and the boards and shot protection. That's what we got from Capella. But it's like it just took them a long time to get going. JJ had a good game. I was proud of JJ. Clint Capella, and what I mean by more of an offensive presence from our bigs, this game, Clint only had 2 points and 5 boards. Like, we got to have more production out of our bigs, especially in a game like that. Maybe he was just worn out from going up against Gobert and Cat. You got both of them on the floor. But we clearly have to have more points than two. And then you only had 5 boards. I probably would have given him a pass if he'd had 20 boards, 15, 20 plus boards. But, bro, you only had 5 boards, 2 points. Got to do better. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. The other thing that I noticed that, we needed to work on in that first half, there was no weak side help. With having Cat on our four, I felt like other guys should have stepped up. And they did eventually. I'm pretty sure it was talked about in the halftime. So they did in the second half, but in the first half, there was no weak side help. And that was clearly the weak side of that entire game because Cat, I even saw him, they had made us call a timeout at one point, and I was watching Cat as he was walking to his bench, and he looked at his guards. He said, "Get me the ball." Like, 'cause he knew he was going to eat all game. And he told him, and he was like, get that ball to me. So, we noticed it, after the first half, thank God we noticed it and they started dropping over. Lucky for us, it worked out because we would drop off of a shooter, go over to double team Cat, and then their shooter started missing in the second half. So that kind of helped us out a lot. OO finished with 10 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists. So him coming off the bench as a six man, that's not bad. I'm not going to knock him for that. That's not bad. I feel like he has the potential to get six man of the year. I just do. I would like to see all Hawks win all categories, but I feel like he has the potential to get six man of the year, as long as we're using him right and making sure he's getting his touches. Second half, they were communicating better. They were doing, like I said earlier, what they didn't do, they started doing the double team, recognizing the weak side help. So, we were down when the fourth quarter first started. We were down 13 points, and we came back and won the game. So I was happy. We outscored them 62-23, and that's great. Like, to close out the game. So I was happy with it. I feel like the Hawks need to work on these slow starts that they're having, because you're going to up against the Bostons, Philly. I'm going to say Philly. Philly's definitely going to be up there. Milwaukee, Miami, Cleveland. These guys are going to come for your neck. New York. You got to be able to have that fresh start, that good start when you're starting out. It's just like they're sluggish in the beginning sometimes, and they're trying to figure out, or maybe trying to wait around to see who's going to have the hot hand. It's like we got to make sure we're running our plays, because that's it. Like, what I'm noticing is it's like they're not running their plays. They're just, too early in the shot clock, jacking up shots, when they should be a little more patient. And I don't know. That's just what I see. These slow starts are gonna come back to bite us in the butt if we're not careful. All right. Okay. Hawks Wizard again. Like I just said, sluggish. They started off so slow. They didn't even really play in the first quarter, if you ask me. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Now, don't get me wrong. Kuz was in his bag. Kuz had a really good game. I like Kuz. Like I said before, players that have played with LeBron, I generally, follow them and kind of like them. I do feel like Kuz, just speaking of Kuz, is one of the pieces that they should have kept on that Lakers team. Kuz, Caruso, and what's the boy name? They used to wear that headband. He's with Denver now. I forgot his name. KCP, Quintavious Caldwell Pope. They should have kept those three. They should have kept. They should have kept. Even if Bron and AD took less money, they should have kept those three. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I love talking sports. Okay, that's what we're here for. All right. So they were very sluggish in the first quarter. Trey's still struggling. He's being productive for the team. Thank God, he's just that talented and athletic. He's being productive, but that shot ain't falling. Like, we haven't seen logo Trey all season. He was 7 for 18 shooting, 1 for 3 from 3-point, and that's for the entire game. This first quarter we had slow defense. Like I said, Kyle Kuz, he turned up. He really did. He turned up. All right. So after that, though, it was pretty much over with. Now they hung in there. Washington fought. They hung in. And I don't understand why teams play Atlanta so hard. But they do. And I think it's because in their mind, they view Atlanta as a trash team. And they're like, we're not going to let them beat us. I don't know. Or it could be because we got Trey and he's a villain. So all of them kind of like want to go for his neck. That could be it. Now that I think about it, that could be it. Because I didn't used to feel that way before we got Trey. It might be because Trey like to talk junk. But I'm here for it. Right? Trey said he want all the smoke. That's what's up. All right. So what? Another positive thing, we had 7 players that had double-digit scoring. We tend to be doing that a lot. I'm telling y'all, Atlanta is a sleeper team. Like, between our scoring, our high IQ with the passing and assist, and then defense. Is that the next thing on my list? Defense. Oh, I was gonna talk about something else, but I'm gonna let's talk about the defense. Their defense is phenomenal when they decide they're gonna play some defense. It's phenomenal. They're communicating, they're talking with each other, they're switching when they're supposed to, standing, keeping the man in front of them. Like they are really, really playing some good defense. And I would like to see my Atlanta Hawks as the best defensive team of the season for this year. That's what I'm going for this year. I want a chip, but I also want to see that defense up there. I want them to be top tier defense because I see the potential. What else? So we had 7 players that had double digit scoring. Well, I already said that, and 3 of those players had double doubles. They literally scored double doubles, like 15 points, 10 assists. Y'all know what a double-double is. That's 3 players. Now, we had an additional 2 players that came very close to a double-double, and that was Murray. He needed 2 assists. He would have had a double-double, and JJ needed a bucket. He would have had a double-double. Now, our double-double players, I don't think I said that, was Trey, Capella, and OO. Yeah, Trey, Capella. They had double doubles, and then we had 2 more almost had. So there's a lot of productivity, a lot of good productivity from the team, and I'm very, very proud of them. I already talked about their defense. Now, here's something about that game against Washington that I did not like. Washington started coming back because at the end of the day, we can't let that happen. It's like I said earlier. You got these top tier teams in the East. We don't even want to talk about the West. Whew, because, it's getting crazy in the West. That you can't play like that. You can't. You can't play around like that. You got to take care of business, and you got to close it out strong. You don't want to do that. Because now you get ready to go on a road trip, and you're going on a road trip with this in your head, how you let that lead get away. So imagine that being on the road. If we'd have been in Washington and that happened, Washington probably would have had enough to come back and take that game. So you can't be playing around like that. Like I said, when I left, we were up like between 19 and 22 points. I can't remember. And the game ended with just a 13-point lead. All right. So a good thing about last night, I do want to share this. Fair use. Shout out to House of Highlights. This is their clip. Please go to their channel and subscribe. Educational purposes only. I want to show this play. So this play here was very impressive, and I just want to say, wanted to share this because, I feel like Trae Young, even though he's struggling from the perimeter right now, he does things like this that keeps us in the game, and it is phenomenal. He's going to drive to the paint, kind of get caught. I'm thinking it's about to be a turnover, and just watch this pass he does for the score, for the bucket. Just check this out.
It to Trey. He's into the paint, wraps it around, somehow found Murray for
Bam! 3.
Reverse it to Trey. Young, he's into the paint.
He's going to throw that, behind, no look, falling to the floor, and he just going to dish it around the defense. Because they broke down. He realized that the defense had broken down. They left him wide. Well, actually, I want to say we had a score at the top of the key as well. That was open. Yeah, Hunter was open as well. Hunter and Murray were both open. I watched his post-game interview, and he said that he's always watching the court as he comes down. He knows where his teammates are. He trusts his teammates, and he knows their spots where they're going to be. So he wasn't paying any, he never pays any, now this is what he said, he never pays any attention to the defense. He does his drive, and he knows where he can kick it out to. And he trusted his teammates are going to be there, catch it, knock it down. And it was just beautiful.
He's into the paint, wraps it around, somehow found Murray
Swish. And Murray looking at the bench, taunting the bench. I thought that. I don't know how I feel about those. I just don't know. Let me know what y'all think about these. They would definitely have to grow on me. The only thing I like is two things I like about it. I'm gonna say, I love the ATL, love it. I'm from here, so I like that. And the colorway, I do have some, kicks that'll look really nice with this. But outside of that, I don't know. Gonna have to grow on me. Gonna have to grow on me. All right. But that's gonna wrap up this video pretty much. I didn't have anything else in my notes that I wanted to touch on. I'm thinking about doing a separate video for Lakers Clippers from last night. Cause Braun won, and what they gonna do with this old man? What are they gonna do with this? Oh man, I'm gonna make a video because I want to talk about it. All right. Again, don't forget to like, comment, especially subscribe. Where I want to do this really nice giveaway for the channel, but I want us to hit 50 subscribers first. Okay. Thanks for watching. Peace.